friends. Welcome to Monday Storytime. My name is Jasmine and I'm going to read some stories with you this morning and sing a few songs. Before we start our first story, I'd like to sing a song with you, our hello song. And today I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to use my daughter's ukulele. If you like ukuleles, we have ukuleles just like this one at the library that you can check out in the same way that you would check out a book. So if you want to give ukulele a try, ask your grown-up to call the library to see if we have any available for checkout. Okay, let's sing our song. We clap hello like this, we clap hello like this, with our friends at Storytime, we clap hello like this, we stomp hello like this, we stomp hello like this, with our friends at Storytime, we stomp hello like this, we wave hello like this, we wave hello like this, with our friends at Storytime, we wave hello like this. Yay! Now let's take a look at the clues that I'm going to show you to see if you can figure out what we're going to read about today.
Big, small, big and small.
Those are pictures of my two dogs. And as you can see, I have one dog that's big. Her name is Ember. And I have one dog that's small. His name is Arlo. So today we're going to read about things that are big versus things that are small. The first book we're going to read is called Cloudette, and it's by Tom Lichtenheld. Cloudette. Cloudette was a cloud, a very small cloud. Usually, Cloudette didn't mind being smaller than the average cloud. In fact, being small had lots of advantages. Everyone called her cute little names. Hi, Pipsqueak. Hey, Shortcake. Morning, Small Fry. She had lots of little friends. Hey, guys, what's up? Us. That's nutty. No matter how crowded it was, she could always find a good spot to watch fireworks. She could sneak through tight spaces, excuse me, hide in small places. I can't find her anywhere. Me either. And she even had a special little space that always made her feel cozy at night. But once in a while, all the other clouds would run off to do something big and important. Come on, Cloudette, join our cold front. We're going to make a huge storm. Yeah, we're going to water some crops and make some mighty rivers flow. No thanks. I'll just watch from here. Cloudette could see them in the distance, doing all sorts of important cloud things. This made her want to do big and important things too. She wanted to make a garden grow. She wanted to make a brook babble. She wanted to make a waterfall fall. And she thought nothing would be more fun than giving some kids a day off from school. One night, Cloudette lay awake, wondering what she could do that was big and important. She thought maybe she could work for the fire department. Sorry, we just got a brand new pumper truck. Or maybe they needed some help down at the garden center. Sorry, these plants take tons of water. But nobody seemed to need her. Sorry, it's all done by machines. Cloudette was feeling blue. The next day, there was a big storm in Cloudette's neighborhood. The sky got dark, the rain came down like cats and dogs, and the wind blew harder than she'd ever seen wind blow before. When the storm finally stopped, Cloudette realized she'd been blown far from her neighborhood. She didn't know anyone here. Hello, hi, howdy, how you doing? And they didn't seem eager to get to know her. But pretty soon she was making new friends and seeing things she'd never seen before. "Welcome to our neck of the woods, small fry. What a cute little cumulus. Have you seen our new pal?" "Barely." Then she heard something she'd never heard before. "Ribbit." She looked down at what was supposed to be a pond, but was really just a puddle of mud. "What happened to your pond, Froggy?" "It dried up, and now it's more like a puddle than a pond." This gave Cloudette an idea. More like a brainstorm, actually. She held her breath until she started to puff up all over. Then she turned a nice blue-gray color. She kept growing until it looked like she was ready to burst. She shook her behind until it made a little rumbling sound. Not quite what you'd call thunder, but enough to let people know they might want to grab an umbrella. Then she did what she'd wanted to do for ages. She let it pour. Cloudette rained on that little puddle until it grew into a big puddle, and she kept on raining until that big puddle grew into a perfect pond. As soon as she stopped, frogs of every stripe and spot came jumping into the pond. They all let out a big "Thank you" in unison. "Ribbit," which is thank you in frog. Cloudette was exhausted, but happy. "Nice work, Cloudy." "Yeah, way to water." "Prodigious precipitation, Pipsqueak." "That was some righteous rain." "We knew you had it in you." Even the higher-ups were impressed, which got her thinking. I'll bet there are other big and important things a little cloud can do. And off she went. The end. Okay, the next book we're going to read today is called Kidogo, and it's by Anik McGrory. Kidogo. Kidogo lived in a world that was vast. He walked under a mountain bigger than the clouds. He played on endless fields of rippling gold, and he slept through nights that were deeper than his dreams. He was very small for an elephant. His aunties helped him reach tender acacia leaves. His cousins helped him cross the flooding river. His mama helped him with his dust bath, although he wasn't sure he needed one. But Kidogo didn't want help. He didn't want to be the smallest, so he went off to find someone in the world who was just as small as he. He looked in the woodlands. Oh, he's smaller than the giraffe. He looked in the flooding river. He's smaller than the hippo. He looked on the plains. Right now, he's even smaller than the lion. He looked until he knew it was true. He was the smallest animal in all the world. He stopped, lost and alone, with no place left to look. He sat and decided. He wouldn't need anyone else, big or small. He would find his own acacia leaves. He would cross the river by himself. He would make his own dust bath. But as the dust fell around him, there was a tickling and an itching on his ears and tail and legs and nose. He swiped and rolled and brushed and blew until finally the itching stopped. And there, as he looked down, was an animal smaller than he had ever imagined. Soon he was surrounded by tiny animals. He helped them reach tender acacia leaves. He helped them cross a flooding river. He helped them with a dust bath, although they weren't sure they needed one. He followed the insects on a march down the riverbank, through the woodlands, across the plains, and back to his very own home. Kidogo saw the insects and the mountains, little and big. There were his cousins, his aunties, and his mama. And Kidogo knew he wasn't too small after all. He was just right for a little elephant. 5 hungry ants. 5 hungry ants marching in a line. They come upon a picnic where they can all dine. They march into the salad. They march into the cake. They march into the pepper. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Achoo! 4 hungry ants marching in a line. They come upon a picnic where they can all dine. They march into the salad. They march into the cake. They march into the pepper. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Achoo! 3 hungry ants marching in a line. They come upon a picnic where they can all dine. They march into the salad. They march into the cake. They march into the pepper. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Achoo! 2 hungry ants marching in a line. They come upon a picnic where they can both dine. They march into the salad. They march into the cake. They march into the pepper. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Achoo! 1 hungry ant marching in a line. She comes upon a picnic where she can dine. She marches into the salad. She marches into the cake. She marches into the pepper. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Achoo! No more hungry ants. The last story we're going to read today is from a collection of stories called Just a Little Critter Collection by Mercer. And the story title itself is When I Get Bigger. When I get bigger. When I get bigger, I'll be able to do lots of things. I'll go to the corner store all by myself and spend my allowance on anything I want. I'll wait until the light is green, then I'll look both ways for cars before I cross the street. I'll have my own watch and I'll tell everyone what time it is. I'll go on a bus to Grandma and Grandpa's. I'll go to first grade. When I get bigger, I'll have a real leather football, my own radio, and a pair of Super Pro roller skates. I'll have a 2-wheeler and a paper route. I'll make lots of money. At the playground, I'll help the little kids on the swings. I'll pick up my own boots at the shoe store. I'll make a phone call and dial it myself. I'll order something from a catalog, and it will come in the mail. When I get bigger, I'll camp out in the backyard all night long. Or I'll stay up to see the end of the late movie. Even if I get sleepy, I won't go to bed. But right now, I have to go to bed. Oh! Because Mom and Dad say, I'm not bigger yet. Well, that's all I have planned for story time today. Before we go, let's sing our goodbye song. And I'm going to use my little ukulele again. You ready? The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. We'll read big books and small books and wide books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Thank you so much for reading with me today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.